Thanks for staying on News Desk here on Joy News. Now, more details continue to emerge in a story from the Ashanti region where the fingers of a 2-year-old boy were burnt by his caretakers for eating out. Erastus Asaridonko of Sister Station Love FM visited a community where this incident occurred and reports some residents in the area prayed and hoped the young boy would just die in order to cut short all the pain and suffering he had to endure at the hands of his caretakers. Erastus joined now live over the phone lines with details on this particular. Erastus, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
So, Erastus, can you tell us more about what you uncovered during your visit?
Well, a lot I uncovered, giving a whole new, fresh twist to the child abuse saga. Now, what neighbors have been telling me is that there was a first boy. This is the second child they brought to the home, and they've abused in such a manner. The first boy was brought in when he was 4 years, and he stayed with them for about 12 years. And during that 12 years, he was subjected to a series of abuse. In fact, the whole community, anyone at North Central tell me about the ordeal the boy went through. And about 4 years ago, he absconded from the house, and he's nowhere to be seen. So they don't know his whereabouts as of now. They told me of a time when he was hit in the groin with a stick. So he developed some sores. He went to the Central Government Hospital. They organized police to arrest him, but I learned the arrest was botched as a result of some appeals made by the community. So the couple were not arrested. It was after this boy absconded from the house that they brought in the 2-year-old boy. And one neighbor who lives at the story building overlooking the house has been telling me horrible stories about how they used a dust plate, a plastic one, to hit the stomach of this boy we are talking about at the hospital right now. And
that's this 2-year-old boy.
Yeah, exactly. In her own words, she told me that she's been witnessing this for the past 9 months. And so she's even willing to tell police vivid accounts of what happens in the morning right to the evening when the boy goes to sleep. And that she's been explaining the marks on the belly of the boy. He says they've been hitting him with the plastic dust plate in the morning when he soils himself. They beat him with bathroom sandals. So these are accounts that neighbors have been corroborating all around the North Central vicinity. Now, the multi-million question I've been asking them is, why did they not report all this to the police? And they're saying the couple deal in juju, and they've been invoking curses all around us. Whoever say anything about that particular case, you Antonia should kill them and all that. So members of the community are afraid to report to the police. Even now, I had to convince this woman to speak on tape.
So these neighbors refuse to report the issue to the police for fear of being cursed by these two caretakers?
Exactly. And they are saying that the one of the accused, the husband, that is Nana Richard Oti, is somebody who will insult you from head to toe. And the women in particular are so afraid that their dirty linen will be washed in public by this gentleman, and so they refuse to talk about any matter concerning him. And so this woman is telling me he went to Bantama Presby and engaged the whole congregation in a prayer for the boy. And her plea was simple. He's asking God to end the life of Mitchell Jr. because he's suffering too much, or change the mind of the couple, or thirdly, find a way to bring the story to light. And so she is telling me that even the story I broke is the hand of God that is working.
Erastus, let me ask about how this young boy is doing. We know he was receiving treatment at the Konfanochi Teaching Hospital. Have you been able to check up on him, and how is he faring now?
Yes, I have been able. The hand was unwrapped. That was yesterday for the first time after surgery, and it is doing well. The swelling has indeed decreased, and so doctors are saying that it is picking well the tissue they brought from the thigh to cover the palm. But indeed, you know that already, that he's already lost the fingers. And so they are trying to, they say there will be a second surgery to divide the amputated fingers so that they will stand on their own and they will not sort of blend together, which will prevent the child from sort of using the amputated palm in future. So that's the second surgery they're going to do. But currently, he is responding to treatment.
Also, just before we go, we are told the perpetrators of this act were actually supposed to be in court today. We know they are in custody. They are supposed to reappear in court today. Have they already been to courts?
I'm currently at the court, and we are still waiting for them to present them before the court. But signals I'm taking from the police prosecution is that they will change court today. And so they will just move the case. When the case is called, they will move the case to a higher court. This is a magistrate court. They are moving it to a circuit court for trial to begin the following day. And so it's possible that when they arrive in court today, there will not be a hearing, but then they will move the case to a higher court, a circuit court, and hearing might start tomorrow.
Any particular reason why the case is being moved to another court?
Well, I'm being told by the head of prosecution that indeed this is a serious offense, and they, per their case that they are presenting, they do not think that this particular court will have jurisdiction to hear the charges they are preferring, and so they need to move it to a higher court to fit in. Many thanks for your time,
Erastus Asaridonko, with that update on the situation there in the Ashanti regional capital, Kumasi. We're taking a break here on News Desk. We'll be back with some business stories.